Hi there, my name's Andy Walker and I just want to show you a little tip today which will help you to loosen up with your painting. Most of us use the end of the brush when we're working on a painting, and it's very good for when it comes to working for the fine detail and for accurate bits of the painting that we want to do. But if you want to really loosen up, what I suggest you do is to hold the brush right at the other end where it's really loose and waggly, and we lose control over it, and the marks that are made on the paper are much more naturalistic. This is a great thing to do once we're painting landscapes or trees or bushes or anything like that, where we want that sort of loose natural feel rather than something that looks man-made. So let's have a look at the paper and I'll show you how it works. So let's see how this works in practice. I'm just going to hold my brush at the end here and I'm going to write my name with it and just see how tight and accurately I can do that. You can try this at home yourself and just see how it goes. So I've got a lot of control there. I can do what I like with that. Now I'm going to try and do it with my hand held at the far end of the brush. So the whole thing's there loose to waggle around, and I'm going to try and do the same thing. See how I get on. Just holding it very loosely. Almost no control over it at all, it's just doing its own thing. And look at that, what a difference we get there. So there's the two signatures. One's very tight and controlled, and the other one's very loose and arty. Now let's see what happens if we put that into action as we're painting some grasses or some bushes or something like that in a landscape. So I'm going to come in very controlled in the first place and just paint some bushes in a way that a lot of students paint. I paint something very sort of stylised, lots of little W's like that, and it looks all very stylised. Now let's see if we come in and paint with the end of the brush the other way, just very loose again, just holding it at the end and just seeing what happens with it really. And because I've just got that lack of control over it, what I come up with is something which just looks much more natural. Do you see that? It looks completely different. Let's do the same finally by painting in perhaps a tree or something, and again people who are starting out with painting will often try and paint it in a very sort of rigid way, with every branch being equal, and they split more as they go up towards the top, but it's all very kind of even and structured. And if we hold our brush right near the tip end of it, we're very much likely to have this extra control over the tree, and it all looks a bit stylised and a bit false. So once again, let's just come in with some paints and holding the brush right at the other end of it, and let's see what happens here, because here again I've just lost that control, and my tree is just going to be much more lifelike and realistic looking. So why don't you try that at home and just see how it revolutionises your painting and loosens them up. If you're interested in following more of my YouTube videos, then please subscribe to them. And if you'd like to get more ideas of hints and tips, or perhaps take one of my courses, then you can use the link below here just to click on there and get a discount on the courses and learn to paint with me. See you again soon.